Good morning. I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday morning. We have had a bit of a rough morning here, so you will have to bear with me. There will probably be some sounds of little ones in the background this morning. But if you homeschool or planning to homeschool, you know that those are plausible things that we deal with. So today I am hoping, I'm just waiting to see if anybody's going to join me live. There's some. Today I am planning to introduce the Charlotte Mason method of homeschooling. And this is the method that I use here at in my home. It is the method that I believe works best for my family. So I am more knowledgeable on this method than some of the others, I would say. And again, to reiterate, just because I choose this method does not mean that this is the best homeschooling method. It is the best method for my family at this point in time. Not the best overall. Every family is very different. So, without further ado, we will get started. My name is Brandy Cottrell. I worked as a public school teacher in special education for 10 years, and then I became a teacher trainer, and I supported other teachers in organizing their classroom, adapting their curriculum, and and getting basically arranging their classroom to make it work for them. Because of that, I am well prepared to help you make your homeschool work for you and your family. No matter what method you choose, no matter what curriculum you have, I what I'm capable of doing is adapting curriculum, altering schedules to make sure you're getting the best out of your day. So I am not a curriculum coach. I am not the best to choose your curriculum for you, but I can help you work with whatever curriculum you choose with whatever materials you have. Coming up here soon, if I can switch to my, here we go. Some classes coming up today. We're doing Charlotte Mason. We'll be moving into some other methods of homeschooling, and then we're going to get into it with how do I get started. So stay tuned, share these videos, share my page with your friends that are considering homeschooling. This is a big hot topic right now because of the pandemic that we are all living through. Okay, Charlotte Mason, as I've said, this is my method of choice currently. I started with traditional homeschooling, and as I mentioned before, my son did not do well with that. He started refusing to do work. He started getting aggressive whenever we would begin schooling. And so I kind of had to step back and regroup. And yes, this is a Bakugan that I'm holding um, because I have a little one running in and out, handing them to me. And I had to determine his learning style and what he needed. And I found the answers to that in this particular method. Charlotte Mason is a religious method similar to the classical method that we talked about. However, I do know people that implement it in a secular situation, so that is not anything to hold you back from this method. Charlotte Mason, the core belief is that children do not need to be handed knowledge, but they need to be given the proper tools to develop it, to assimilate their ideas and to create knowledge and connections themselves. So in Charlotte Mason, you see a more hands-off approach as far as factual information. You are are more of a guide rather than an instructor. Charlotte Mason methodology has a lot of outdoor time, time in nature, exposure to a variety of music and art, even from a very young age. Studying classical paintings, classical music, folk songs. So it has kind of been fun because I've been able to pull in some of these folk songs that I learned as a child, um, and teach them to my children. And then a big aspect of Charlotte Mason education is the use of living books, meaning we are not using textbooks. We use biographies and stories that make history come alive to a child. They do not just read about history, they read about people in history and specific events in history that help them to go ahead. Go ahead. That help them to connect with that. And Charlotte Mason philosophy focuses a lot on observation, memorization definitely comes in. We're memorizing Bible verses, and then narration is the method of assessment. And what that is after reading something, you have the child retell you what they heard, what they learned, what they know, and you allow them to order their thoughts, determine what was important, determine the sequence, and give that back to you. And from those narrations, then you can assess how did they understand, did they miss some big concepts. So um, that's the overall idea of Charlotte Mason. Let's look at some Charlotte Mason schedules. Charlotte Mason was very adamant about using short time periods to instruct and allowing the child flexibility in what they like. So if a child is opposed to one topic, you would move away from that and allow them to work on something else before we come back to it. So here is a typical Charlotte Mason schedule. You're looking with Charlotte Mason at 10 to 20 increments of time. I'm going to try to scale this to like one day because I know that it is hard to see. Or maybe I will make it bigger and then kind of scan down. Okay, so you can see 10-minute Bible lesson, recitation, meaning, Bible verses, 10 minutes, phonics, 10 minutes, reading, a 10-minute class, read aloud, a history book, 10 minutes, copy work, which would be handwriting, 10 minutes. So you see this would be a year one student, a 6-year-old, very short time segments, but getting a lot in within a day because you're using those shorter time segments. You're not only doing 20 minutes of work, you're doing 10 to 20 minutes of 15 different things throughout the day. That was, and then of course with her schedule, you can see down here in the afternoon, you're looking at a lot of outdoor time. Every day, time outdoors, exploring nature, exploring the science that we can find outside. So that is a typical Charlotte Mason schedule of a young child. Obviously, as they get older, you're going to increase that time frame, but really not by much through the whole of elementary school. So, pros and cons. Some pluses about Charlotte Mason. I have 3 boys, so I needed something to keep them moving. I needed something that we were outside a lot. This was a big reason I looked at this method because a lot of time and instruction, science instruction, is done outside. Charlotte Mason is a fairly low cost methodology. There is the cost of the books that you're reading. You are using classical literature, again, Shakespeare, a lot of biographies. However, a lot of the books that I use, I actually find for free online. So I do have to purchase some, but I purchase some solely because I choose to. I want to have the print there, the text. But some I use the online version and we actually listen to it um, online so that I'm not even having to read it. I might be doing the dishes as we listen to a particular story. And the other, I would say, definite benefit of Charlotte Mason is it is very flexible. Flexible planning. We do 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. We kind of do things all throughout the day. We go outside multiple times a day, and I'm able to fit that. I'm able to fit the lifestyle that I have with 3 young boys into this method very easily. Some negatives, again, not negatives, but things you need to consider and things that you might need to work around if you choose this. It's very elementary focused. I would say this method, I have not had to move into middle school, high school. There is curriculum for that, so that's not a concern. But Charlotte Mason, when she wrote her books, and she was really focused on the elementary age child. So as you move into some higher grades, there is going to probably be some more adapting to do. Also, that particular Charlotte Mason method would be weak in math and science instruction. Again, I work around that by choosing a very strong math curriculum that I pull in. The science, I say it is weak because there's a lot of self-exploration. There's a lot of child-led science instruction. That works for me. That works for my family. It might not for you. There are ways to account for that. You can purchase some science programs. You can choose a topic and kind of go through that and add that in. But the way Charlotte Mason encourages the instruction of science has worked really well for us in these young years. Some people might say Charlotte Mason is old-fashioned. You're definitely going to hear some older folk songs. You're going to get into some older poetry, but I love that. I love sharing the memories I have as a child with my kids. So some people see that as a negative. Um, and as with all methodologies that you might choose, there is a team of families that are already using this to support you and to help you learn to overcome the struggles that you're having with that particular methodology and to help you learn more. So these introductions that I'm doing are so brief and such small snippets of different ways that you can homeschool, but be aware that there is so much more information out there, and whichever way you think works best for your family, I promise you, it can work for your family. So some common curriculums. Let's look at that for Charlotte Mason. I'm getting to my slide. I use Ambleside Online. I would say it's one of the more difficult of the curriculums to follow. So I personally would not promote or encourage this curriculum without some educational knowledge or without somebody that's helping you work through that. I had like a mentor that helped me understand the website, understand how to implement it. Simply Charlotte Mason, A Gentle Feast, and My Father's World. Excellent curriculums, kind of sold in a full pack, lead you through the process. I would say a little bit easier to use if you are brand new to this. I did mention that Charlotte Mason is a religious methodology. However, more and more it's becoming more and more commonly used. So there are some secular curriculums that use this Charlotte Mason model coming out on the market. Wildwood is one of them. Um, I'm not familiar with many others. I could get that information to you if you're interested in it. So if you are looking for more of a secular curriculum, I can help you with that. If you just shoot me a message or comment, I can get a bigger list of that. But closing it out, how do I know if the Charlotte Mason method is for me? I have some busy little ones. I need to be outside a lot. I need short snippets of learning. I can't work with a full day schedule just yet. I need to be able to introduce and instruct in small time periods. I don't want to spend a mass amount on a curriculum right now. If you like journals, you like portfolios, you love to read biographies and stories that bring history alive rather than textbooks, this might be the way to go for you. As always, if you would like more information, if you have questions, feel free to put a comment, send me a message, and please, please, please share this video with your friends. Every family in America right now has considered homeschooling because they've had to do it for the last 2 months. And we all have that element of fear about the upcoming school year and what is going to be required of us as parents. So I know that people are considering doing this in the fall, and I want to be here to support them and help them. I'm going to be offering classes, instructional videos, and the more people I have sharing with me about the struggles that they're having and what they need, the better I am able to provide things that are going to help you. Thank you, Angela, so much. And I hope you share with your friends and look forward to talking with you all tomorrow. Bye.